That was poor. That was very poor from Arsenal Football Club. David Raya, man of the match. It's never good when your goalie is the man of the match. He's been the man of the match for the past two games, arguably. Gabriel was man of the match in the Northumberland Derby. Fair enough, but great performance from him today. Speaking of David Raya, like 8 to 10 minutes into the game, the way he was playing, let me know it's going to be a long day because he would get the ball and immediately go long. That's not how we play. But even he realized, I don't know if he did this or this was tactic, but even he realized in order to get the ball forward, it would have to come from like a flick on or a knockdown from Havertz. Because every time Partey or Rice got on the ball from the back four, they would turn and be looking for an outlet, looking for Odegaard. Newsflash, mate. Odegaard is not back for another 2 months. Like there was nothing there connecting the back to the front. It was nothing. It was clear, abundantly clear to anyone with eyes who watched this game of football that we miss Martin Odegaard dearly. It was staring you in the face. It was so obvious, right? Like we have a long day Sunday going to Man City with no creative player to make that they would press us and their press would work every time. We couldn't play through them. Like there's no one else in the squad that can do what he does. And 5 years into Arteta's process, going into a Champions League game this early in the season with no creative player is like negligent, like dereliction of duty. This is like a fireable offense for whoever's in charge of personnel, right? I'm looking at Arsenal's bench. I'm seeing Louis Skelly, Jimmy Gomer, and 5 years in, 5 years in the process. And we're going into the Champions League game one with that. Now, it's not the worst result in the world, don't get me wrong, but I never, I was never in fear that they were going to score, right? Like our back five is serious. It's like legitimately serious. Like these boys don't give up big chances. They don't concede. So I'm relatively sure it'd be a clean sheet or a low scoring game. But we were toothless going forward. Toothless. Back four played well. Goalkeeper, man of the match. Probably the best double save I've seen in a long time. Like if you know a better double save that I might be glossing over and not giving credit to, let me know because probably the best double saves I've seen in probably the past 10, 15 years. Might be missing someone. Don't know. But that was pretty dope from David Raya, our man of the match. Our midfield was Havertz. It's not a midfielder, man. It's just not it. Just not it. Martinelli, you brought your bad form from last season into the current season. That the two best chances that fell to him, and he kicked them both out the stadium. Poor performance today. Saka, he wasn't great either. Apart from that free kick that goalie forced wide, he didn't do much. I can't really pick out any other of our starters that really moved the needle any. Now, if the plan was to go to Atalanta, stink out the place, and get these men some minutes, like get Gabriel Jesus 60 minutes, get Trossard 30 minutes, get Calafiori a couple, if that was the plan, well, fair play at work, but that was a hard watch. That was a very difficult watch. But our midfield is missing the link from collecting the ball from the back four. Partey did that a litany of times, multiple times. But he would turn and look for where Martin Odegaard would be. Havertz is not going to be there. And even if he does get there, Havertz doesn't have the vision and the skill to relieve pressure of the press of a Champions League game. Like, this is Atalanta, they're Europa League champions, right? And yes, Real Madrid did beat them in the Super Cup, but they did give Real Madrid a good game. They're not bums. They know how to play. They know how to press, and they played well. But our defense is our defense, in it. Like, we've conceded 1 goal all season in all comps, and it was 10 men on the pitch. So I was never in any fear of them scoring an abundance of goals. It was a matter of we could even get a shot on target. And the first 20 minutes, I think we played well, but once they grew in the game, they figured us out. They figured we had no creative spark, no press-resistant midfielder, and tactically, they won that midfield battle easily. When Sterling came on, when Calafiori came on, Trossard came on, there was a little bit there in like the 81st, 82nd minute. There was something there, but not enough. Right? Not enough. Again, PSG at home, we need more than that. Sunday away at Man City, we need more than that. Now, last week I did an emergency stream panicking with Wavell and the boys because these 3 fixtures were concerned. It was very concerning. At Tottenham away, got the job done. Atalanta away, won't say we got the job done, but another clean sheet. Now, if we can keep another clean sheet at City away on Sunday, I'm all for it. I might be inclined to shake your hand for a draw right now. They're on 10 points. They're on 12 points. We're on 10 points, right? Keep the gap 2. What we don't want is these men going 5 points ahead of us in the title race. Because if they do, you can't win the title in September, but you can damn sure lose it by going 5 points behind that Man City machine. Like, these men don't play around, right? But yeah, not a good performance today. Not a great Champions League debut from the Gunners, but we didn't lose. That's the silver lining in the cloud. We did not lose. Premier League Week 5, Match Week 5 preview show coming tomorrow. Please join us as we deep dive into the fixtures of the weekend as Arsenal, again, for the second consecutive week, given the marquee game of North London Derby one week, visiting the champions of England the following week. See you guys tomorrow. Peace.
It was only a recess, a hard reset, razor blade the realest. Even when them have a voice, we still leave them speechless. Razor blade. We said we not follow trends. Me got my own ends, make my own M's. Me no need them assistance, got my own Benjamin.